Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today this is just a check-in. So when I run the program, you can see that my players fall on each other, but when I press delete, it like glitches out. So I have spent the past 2 days trying to implement this gravity system, and then I decided to scratch the whole thing. At 1 a.m. last night, when I was fed up with it, I decided, alright, let's go back to the drawing board. So I did a little bit of brainstorming in my notebook, and I think I came up with a even better system, which I don't know why I didn't use in the first place. But anyways, so the original system would have a fall method, and that fall method would just move the, player. Alright, so that would make it fall, but then it had this is grounded variable, and if it wasn't grounded, then it wouldn't fall. Or sorry, if it wasn't grounded, then it would fall. It would continue falling. But yeah, no, this is way too complicated. I made it way too complex, I think. So my new system that I came up with, which I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place, was it doesn't treat falling as a process, right? So I had gotten this system from online where they had this fall method, and I think that's where I developed my current system. But this new system, it doesn't treat falling as a process, but instead as a force. So instead of having a fall method void that just moves the player, instead it's going to be a integer that is returned, and that integer is going to be applied to the move y. So essentially, all movement in an object will be dictated by the move methods. So that means move x, move y, right? So all of the movement that the object does will be obtained via the move methods. That includes forces, but forces and movements with keys. The only thing that does not include is teleportation, in which case you would use the set x position, set y position, etc. Right? So this fall method is going to go bye-bye in a second. So gravity will be treated as a force instead of an attribute slash process that a object inherits, right? So that's what gravity is going to act like, and what that's going to look like is going to look similar to this method, but it's just going to return a number, and it's not going to move, right? It's just going to return the vertical speed value, right? And then the collision I'm going to change. Although this works, I do want to change it. So the collision I'm going to change. So collision is going to be detected. It's still going to be within its own method, but that method won't be invoked by a tick method. Right? Actually, wait, let me check something. Okay, it might still be detected by a tick method. Because essentially, okay, the move method, move x, move y. So it's going to need to, when an object collides, I think how it's going to work. Okay, yeah. So when an object collides with another object, let me write this down because I'm just figuring this out right now. So the new collision system is going to be when an object collides, the collision is detected in the move methods. And that way, every time a position is updated, right? Every time the object is moved, it checks whether it's colliding with something, and then if it does, it will invoke the appropriate methods. But the main reason why I didn't implement this system before was because then objects that are not moving can't detect objects that are colliding with it. Yeah. So if it's not moving, then other objects that are moving and colliding into it can't be detected. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to have I'm going to have some sort of internal process where or no, so when an object moving collides with another object, it's just going to invoke some sort of method, right? That says it's colliding. It's literally just telling the other object that um it's colliding with it. So and all right, so let's write that down. Game object directly communicates to colliding object that it has collided. Wait a minute. So wait, but that means that if both objects are going at each other, then it won't work. Crap. Okay, so okay, check collision. I still want it to be happening at when it moves. So I think instead check collision is going to be a method. Okay, so check collision will be a method that returns true if the object specified in the params is colliding with the class. Alright. Okay. So, that way, when it's moving, that way, instead of, okay, wait, so that means when it moves, what exactly is it going to do? It's going to have to filter out all of the collisions. So like if it's moving into another object, it's going to have to filter that movement. So it's going to, okay, so move y, so let's say we're moving the x to the right. There's another object moving, and there's another object in front of it. It's going to move, and then it's going to check the collision, check if it's colliding with all objects, right? And then when it collides, it will return true. It will return true, in which case it will send information over. Wait. it'll return true, and that'll just stop it. Okay, so then the collision methods invoked by check collision. Alright. I think that's the system down. I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I'm gonna get working on this, and then hopefully I'll have it done by today. See you guys in the next video. Bye.